All right, let's talk about one more stock that we are watching, and that is Sonos. The company is up 6%. Look at that. Isn't that refreshing in this market to see a company that is rising to such a degree? So we saw earnings per share beat estimates here. Revenue rose about 20% year over year to just under $400 million, which was also ahead of estimates. Sonos, like everybody else, is having some supply chain issues, but seems to be managing through them to some degree. At the same time that Sonos reaffirmed its fiscal 2022 revenue forecast, it did cut its gross margin forecast, and it cut the upper end of its EBITDA outlook here, you guys.
Yeah, I'm surprised just to see Sonos. Well, this is a good reaction. It makes sense because they did not lower their guidance, I think, as much as some people thought out there. But you look at this market cap on Sonos, of course, the stock has been roped into this tech sell-off. $2.5 billion. You know, they have really enjoyed a strong run during the pandemic. They have gotten into the households of many, many people in a bigger way over the past 2 years of the pandemic. And I do think they're going to start pivoting to software to better capture and get more money off of that greater install base they have driven. But still, it's just remarkable to see how far some of these stocks have fallen. I
mean, the other question about this is the cyclicality of upgrading what these devices are within your home. For everybody who made that investment 2, maybe 3 years ago, even when Sonos was really going gung-ho and at the point when they were starting to really not just enter into the public equity markets, but go head-to-head with some of the very companies who they relied on to have their software and their own assistants, those virtual assistants within their components. I think that directly hit on exactly how you have to go up against an entire ecosystem instead of just a hardware device that's made it into something.
I have 10 of these speakers in my one bedroom.
And
I just wanted to let you
know,
know.
they are now out with, Sonos is now out with its own Alexa or Siri or what have you, except it's just called Sonos Virtual Assistant.
No, I'm going to ask Patrick Spence. I'm going to ask Patrick Spence about that. I'm catching up with him later. Friend of the show, of course.
Why isn't it called Patrick? Like they need to name it something.
Or Spence. No, called Spence.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of like that.
All right, I'll get to him.
Spence, play
Yahoo Finance Live.
Oh, I was thinking music, but that works too.
Always be selling, Julie. Always be selling.